Hey there guys, it's Dashabella and Eclipsed, and welcome back to another episode of Star Equestrian. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week because I am feeling 100% better. Oh my gosh, feels so good to be better again. But thank you to everybody that sent me DMs, messages on, wishing me a speedy recovery and ideas on how to soothe my throat. It all really helped. So thank you all so much. You're all so wonderful. And honestly, I feel like it was a contributing factor to me actually getting better, because just reading those messages, it gave me those warm, fuzzy feelings you get when someone says really nice things to you. Like, oh my gosh, you guys are all so sweet. So thank you all so much. I am better now, so I have no issues at speaking. There's no pain. I think there's like a little bit of raspiness still, but I think that's just because like there's still like a little bit of like phlegm in my throat, but that's like slowly going away. So don't worry about that if you still hear like some like weird stuff when I speak. Hopefully by next week it will be gone. But the most important thing, the pain is gone and there's no coughing. That's like the worst part I feel when you have a throat infection, when there's pain, and if you start coughing, that's when stuff starts to get a little bit dangerous. So we're all good for this week, especially with today's video. So I'm not gonna struggle to record today's video, which is going to be awesome. I do have things I want to talk about for this week, even though there was no update, because yes, there was no update in Star Equestrian. I have a feeling Foxy are probably still on holiday, like their staff might not be around, or maybe they're doing some other things, like who knows. They're probably managing some of their other games now as well, because I think there was a lot of emphasis on Star Equestrian, I feel, towards the end of 2026. I wish the emphasis was on something like Bronco, but we can't pick and choose what ends up being focused, which is kind of sad. I do wish we actually got our major update, because it's been, is it 3 years or 4 years? I want to say 3 years of no Bronco, which is tragic, honestly. It's 2026 and we still don't have Bronco, even though Bronco was kind of advertised in the trailer when this game released. Yeah, kind of not just a bummer, but also just like, what the heck is happening, Anyways, let's not talk about Bronco, because every time I say that name, it just makes me feel depressed. Let's talk about the elephant in the room for this week, which is the rusted purple Frisian. Because yes, this horse is still here. It is not going away. The sale for this horse was supposed to expire earlier this week. And when it did, the timer got extended by another 7 days. And this not only ticked off a lot of people, but now there are a lot of rumors on what is happening with the next horse. The next horse that was supposed to go on sale was the toasted marshmallow Frisian. And in case you forgot what that horse looked like, it was basically a brown, black, and cream Frisian. It's this one here with the curly mane and tail. I'm just going to pop myself away here. So this was supposed to be the horse that was going to go on sale after the rusted purple Frisian. And I think there is like a lot of people kind of waiting for this horse to come out. I've heard people say they want it for the curly mane and tail. I've had some people say they want it for the exclusive trait, because yes, when this horse releases, it's also going to have an exclusive trait, just like the other two horses. And I know there are people that want this horse for the color, because the color scheme for this horse is quite unique, because it's considered a tricolor, because it has brown, black, and cream. It's not white, it's cream. So yeah, people are kind of wondering like what happened when this horse didn't go on sale. Oh, I also forgot this horse is, was it heterochromia? It's got 2 different colored eyes. So there's a lot of features on this horse that people want, but it didn't go on sale earlier this week. So now the question is like, what is happening with the toasted marshmallow Frisian? And so far, the rumors, and these are rumors, okay, nothing is true. This is all just speculation from the community based off of what happened last year. The rumors are that the horse is going over, or at least it's going to have a redesign in terms of the coat pattern, color, and style. And the main factor that is sort of driving this rumor is what basically happened last year with these horses, with the dark Appaloosa Frisian and also the toasted marshmallow Frisian. And in case you don't know what happened there, a very quick rundown of what really happened is that players from the community, they found out that the dark Appaloosa Frisian looked very similar in design to a horse from a DeviantArt account that was posted in 2016, which was like basically 9 years ago at the time of all that happening. And, you know, people were annoyed, as they should be, right? Because you think a horse was designed and is being sold, but you find out the design is like very, very similar to someone else's design. So it's like people feel ripped off because they thought they were kind of cheated in terms of like the horse's creation. The horse wasn't created for you. It was kind of lifted from somebody else and is being advertised as a brand new horse. The horse community is very, very creative. Like there are a lot of artistic people within the community. So when it comes to like horse designs, they're very passionate about that because, you know, the fact that we use art as a medium to enjoy horses, it feels very, very wrong when there's any sort of unethical behavior that's happened. Now, the thing is, there was no confirmation from Foxy if this design was ever lifted, but for the Dark Appaloosa Frisian at the time of recording this video, the horse is gone from the market. Like it's gone. It's not there. It used to be part of the trio with the toasted marshmallow and the rusted purple. So no one knows if this horse has just been permanently removed or if maybe that horse is also going through a redesign. But that would be a whole drama itself because there are people that bought the horse and they kept it. So it's like, I think it's a very tough road for Foxy to tread now because it's like, do you redesign the thing to make everybody happy or do you just remove the horse? And I think for them, it was much easier to remove the horse. Now, okay, you needed that context because now we have to talk about the Toasted Frisian. What's happened with the Toasted Frisian? Like, why is this coming back to the Toasted Frisian? So the issue is, once they found out that the original Dark Appaloosa had a design very, very similar to a certain DeviantArt artist, somebody dug through the DeviantArt account of that same artist and they found that there was a design on this same account that looked very, very similar to the Toasted Frisian. So, you know, I think that was the real driving factor of like, were these designs lifted? Because if you find designs from the same artist, 2 designs from the same artist, then, you know, things are a little bit fishy. Again, it's up to you to decide if you think the designs were lifted or whatnot. But yeah, there was quite a bit of noise made by the community because again, we don't want to buy artwork that might belong to somebody else. So that's sort of the driving factor for the rumor that is currently going around of the redesign for the toasted marshmallow Frisian. I don't know why I can't say marshmallow today. So yeah, that's just a little bit of context. If you want like the full story of what sort of happened with all that kind of stuff, I do have a video of that on that channel. I will link it in the corner of this video. And I mean, if you want to go see it, you can check it out. That drama is kind of old, but I do kind of hope like that thing, we never have that ever again in Star Equestrian. I kind of hope like that was sort of an example for Foxy to really just not mess with, you know, like creativity within the horse community, because there are so many people that play this game that also draw horses. Like it's kind of weird. Like if you need ideas for horses, why don't you engage the community that you currently have? You know, like there are other games that ran art competitions and the winner's design ended up being in the game and all that kind of stuff. Like we could have totally have done that, and we had like that happen instead. So yeah, hopefully that never happens ever again. I hope it's a one and done kind of thing. At the end of the day, we don't know what really happened. You know, like we don't know if this was a case of like real plagiarism or if it was just somebody getting a little bit too close to their reference picture. But yeah, that was kind of a weird situation to be in to begin with. So yeah, the toasted marshmallow, it's kind of in the air at the moment because the horse is still in the game. It's still here. They haven't removed it. They could have removed it like the Dark Appaloosa Frisian, but they haven't. So now's the question from the community, like, is this horse being remade? Or I have another theory. Or did somebody forget to press a button? Because like, honestly, with how Foxy runs their game and how this entire operation for this game is like all over the place, I would not be surprised if somebody just forgot to press the button and be like, swap horse. yeah, it's just Star Equestrian things. We kind of just roll with the punches, I guess, in this community. But when it does release, it's totally up to you if you want to buy the toasted marshmallow Frisian. Because like, I think there are definitely going to be people out there that probably don't want to buy it just because of like the art thing. But at the end of the day, that is a personal choice. It's up to you. Okay, so I'm not going to dictate whether you should or shouldn't buy a horse, but I do feel like context is pretty important, especially when it comes to somebody deciding to make a money purchase of a thing, because you are spending real life money for a thing, and I don't want anybody to feel ripped off, you know, in case like that is something that's going to be a driving factor in whether you do or don't make a purchase. So whether the toasted is going through a redesign or not, we really don't know, but with the fact that the rusted purple has been pushed back so much in terms of like the sale of this horse, I probably wouldn't be surprised if that is going to end up being the case. So we'll have to see what happens after that 5-day timer runs out, if it's going to be extended again, or if we are going to finally see that toasted marshmallow, and whether or not it keeps the design or not, we're going to only find out when that actually does end up happening. So yeah, that's kind of the story as to why this horse keeps going on sale, because there are so many angry people in the game that are just like, oh, why won't this stupid purple horse go away? Because I'm going to be honest, it is pretty annoying to log into the game and then it just keeps pushing this horse in your face. Like every time you log into the game, it's like, I bought this horse. So like, why are you still shoving this horse in my face? Like it literally makes no sense. Let's talk about something that I'm not sick of, okay? So I haven't shown this horse on the channel yet, but I have spent weeks racing and I have finally unlocked all of the cosmetic upgrades for the racing Arabian, the Petalmane Dryad. So I have 4 in my collection. I don't know if I've shown any of these on the channel yet, but we're going to show it on today's video, because I unlocked Mastery 4. And Mastery 4 is where you get the budding flowers, the thing on the horse's head. So I finally got that. Mastery 5, it's an ability, so we're not really going to care about that. But yeah, I thought in today's video I wanted to showcase the Petalmane Dryad, because I don't really see anybody talking about this horse. To be fair, I don't blame people if they don't really talk about this horse either, because it's kind of weird. The Petalmane Dryad, although a very cute horse, it's not really a great racehorse. So if we go into the catalog, because you kind of need to see it to believe it at first. So just before that, okay, we had the Spring Clydesdale, that's the other racehorse, and also the, oh my gosh, where is he? The Forest Lord. So basically all the nature themed horses, they're all of our racing reward horses. Not a big deal. Forest Lord is like the go-to racehorse if you were looking for, you know, a racehorse fantasy horse, that is totally fine. The Spring Clydesdale, I think, is a show jumper. So this horse has a purpose still. The Petalmane Dryad is in a really weird spot because it's a reward for a racehorse, but the stats for it don't really justify it as a racehorse. Like its maximum speed is 70. And for a horse to qualify as a really good racer, you need like at least 80 speed. And if you don't have 80 speed, you better have an ability that makes it worthwhile to even race with this horse. And speaking of abilities, all of its abilities, I believe, are all like stamina things. So you have less stamina usage when on grass, which not really helpful unless you have stamina issues in racing. Then you have a ability at Mastery 3, fully replenish your stamina after 4 successful perfect jumps in a row. Again, question mark, like this doesn't really help this horse in racing at all. It does have this resource collection thing for Agricola, which if you care about that kind of stuff, kind of cool. And then you have this one, 25% less stamina when sprinting. So it's kind of weird. Like this is a horse that doesn't really feel like it has a purpose. The stats are all around like okay. You've got 85 stamina, 70 speed, 85 stamina, 90 acceleration, 85 agility, and 70 points of jump. But it's like it doesn't specialize in anything. So this horse doesn't specialize in anything, and it's not necessarily like because it's not good at something, like what's this horse really for? So to me, like it kind of feels like this is more of a collection horse more than anything. Like you use it to breed for flourishes, because the one nice thing about this horse is that its mane and tail, I do think this is probably one of the prettiest mane and tail styles you can get on a fantasy. This can be bred onto other fantasy horses, and we have seen this in the catalog if you have unlocked a couple of the other options. I think the last time we saw this on a horse, I think I only have the flourishes available on the Petal Flutterwing Arabian. So if we wait a minute, we might be able to see the Petalmane Dryad's mane and tail on this. So we know it can transfer, but is that really the whole purpose of the Petalmane Dryad, you know? Because like, honestly, I was kind of disappointed. I thought this horse would be good at something, but the fact that it's like a jack of all trades horse, it's good if you're starting out the game, but like there's no way somebody that's new to the game is going to be able to get this horse, because you can only get the horse if you're top 100 in racing. And to be top 100 in racing, you kind of need to be fully invested in the game, right? Like it's so odd. So yeah, the poor Petalmane Dryad is kind of like stuck with this fate of not being able to be good at anything yet. Now I say yet because maybe one day there will be a use for these horses that have a lot of this, you know, reduced stamina consumption. But unfortunately at the moment, the Petalmane Dryad is kind of stuck in limbo, which is very, very sad because I love the design for this horse. Like this Arabian is so cute, and I love how they've actually designed it. The fact that it's kind of willow themed and you have all these flowers down this long flowing mane. I love the style of the mane, by the way. I love how it looks. It does look a little janky, you know, like there, you can see it does look a little bit janky when the horse moves, but I love the length, I love the color, I love the flowers. It's just really, really adorable. So yeah, this horse, I feel like it could be treated better, but at the moment, I kind of feel like it's stuck being a horse just to use for nature flourishes if you don't have one already. So like if you don't have the Spring Clydesdale, or you don't have the Forest Lord, who, by the way, are also top 100 racing horses, and then if you get this, you can use this instead. So you have options. But yeah, I just kind of feel like as a race reward horse, like this is a cosmetic horse, which is fine, I guess. Like we can have cosmetic horses, but I would like to be able to use my Arabians, because I kind of feel like this is an issue with Arabians in this game. Like Foxy puts so much emphasis on stamina for these horses, but like when push comes to shove in competitions, you don't need that much stamina in almost every single case. And if you do need that much stamina, there are other horses with better stamina abilities that outcompete this. So yeah, I kind of feel like this horse, I don't think it should be a top 100 reward. I kind of feel like it could be opened up to more people. But you know, this is up to Foxy. They want to make an exclusive race horse, and this is one of them. So it's fine. Maybe they will make this a little bit more easily available in the future when we have like too many racing rewards, you know, like maybe they release this in the charm shop. I would like to see this in the charm shop personally. I think this would be a really pretty horse to own, and I do think there are going to be people out there that would like to own this, even though it might not be the best from a competitive standpoint. So yeah. Let me just show you everything this horse has at the moment. So aside the flowing mane and tail, if you pay attention, the horse leaves behind little petals. It's a little bit hard to see because they do fall off the horse pretty fast, but they're there. You know, they're there. Those little pink petals, they do come off of the horse. I'm trying to see like where is it more noticeable. I kind of feel like the faster you go, it is a little bit more noticeable. Oh my gosh, I faulted. Sorry, guys. But yeah, so it leaves behind their little petals. Not very obvious. Maybe if you gallop, it might be a bit more obvious. This is a slow gallop. I haven't fully bonded, so I can't like, oh my gosh, I can't fully show you. But you can see from behind how it's going to look if you do own this horse. So you'd have the petals. The cool thing actually, just looking at this, it's kind of cool that the petals only fall from the long mane side. Like it doesn't fall off this side, right? Can you see that? So the petals are actually mostly coming off of the mane. That's really pretty. Like yeah, that's really pretty. That's really cool. So there are a petal effect, and then there are little antennae that you can equip to the horse. So if I find it, there's little antennae, the two little flower antennae. There you go. 2 little flowers. I don't think they do anything. I think it's just a cosmetic add-on, which I'm gonna be honest, guys, it's kind of an underwhelming cosmetic add-on. Like, you managed to somehow get 4 of these either through breeding or from placing top 100 in races, and then you unlock these. Yeah, it's not the best. I don't even think I would want to breed for these either. Like, they're kind of ugly. Those little flower antennae things, they're so ugly. But I don't know, if you find them endearing, I am happy for you. But yeah, I honestly do not want these on any of my horses that I breed. I think I'd be pretty upset if I got these flower antennae horn things. Yeah, guys, this is the Petalmane Dryad. Let me know in the comments what you think about this horse. Like, do you think you would actually use this horse for races or competitions? Or do you feel like this is more of a fantasy breeding horse? Because like, at the moment for me, it does feel like a fantasy breeding horse, but bear in mind, I have like a line of racing Frisian sports. So I have race horses. Like, I'm pretty sure there are people out there that probably don't have proper racehorses. This might be able to tick the box for you if you don't have anything that's like faster than 80 speed. But my personal recommendation, I think this is more for breeding. I don't really see this horse being a amazing racehorse. But again, it's a personal choice, personal opinion. You guys are welcome to have your own opinions on this horse. But appearance-wise, I really, really like the design of this Arabian. It is really cute. Oh, before I close out today's video, I have something really exciting to share with you guys. This is a personal achievement kind of thing, okay? So please bear with me, but I do need to gush. So this week, technically, I think it was yesterday, okay? Something pretty big happened for me. So you guys know my beloved Sea Steps, okay? Sea Steps is my wonderful racehorse. He was my first like official racehorse before I made my line of like proper racehorses. So Sea Steps is not like an official racehorse of mine, but I have used him quite a lot whilst I'm still building up my racehorses. Sea Steps has hit a huge milestone for me because he is officially my first ever maxed out speed horse in Star Equestrian. And when I say maxed out, I mean like he's a 100 speed horse. He has 100 points of speed, and you can see on the left hand side he's got 100 speed, and if I put my speed tack on, okay, for races I can get him up to 200 speed, which is the absolute maximum a horse can have in Star Equestrian. So here's him with a full set of racing tack. He is at 200 speed. So I've officially got my first ever 200 speed racehorse in Star Equestrian. It took a while. I actually took a pretty long break leveling Sea Steps because there were like 3 or 4 weeks where he just wasn't matching for races. So I stopped leveling him and I was focusing on my race horses. But this week I think he's like my only horse that matches like 2 points for, I think it was like the new Agricola track. So basically like he's the only horse I've been racing with this week. I finally got him up to 100. I think he was stuck at like 95 for like 3 or 4 weeks, but I finally got those last 5 points in this week, and that's it. I don't need to level up speed on this horse anymore thanks to his ability Hyper Focus, because technically if I really wanted to, I could still level 10 more points of speed in him because he's got Hyper Focus, so he could officially have more. But if you use tack, you cannot go higher than 200. So I'm really proud of this boy. You know, he's come a long way, and you know, he's finally hit a huge milestone for me. So I'm super proud of Sea Steps. I'm hoping the next horse I get to max out after this, it's either going to be Prancer, Ferrybred, or Eclipse, because those are like my next 3 favorite racehorses from my racing line. But it's going to depend on like who matches for the next few weeks, because my horses are not matching this week. I'm scared they're not going to match next week because that would be a big bummer as well. But I don't get to decide who does end up matching. But Sea Steps matched this week, so he got a lot of attention. And he's probably glad that his training is over now, but it was so worth it. So far, this guy has been crushing his races, and I'm kind of hoping this week I'm going to be able to rank pretty high. I want to see how well we can do versus some of the top racers on the server, because I haven't really taken racing too seriously for the past, I want to say 1 to 2 months, just because I haven't really had enough time to really play the game as much as I want. But I'm trying to find some time to play starting this week, because earlier this week I was crazy busy. But I'm going to try and place as high as I can with these steps. We'll see how we go. I'm not expecting top 1 or anything, because to place like top 1, top 2, top 3, you need like a bunch of racehorses, which I don't have. I mean, I have a bunch of racehorses, but I don't have like enough horses to cover all of the tracks as of yet. So we'll see how we go. But yeah, we got 200 speed and Z steps, which is honestly so amazing. I never thought I'd max out a horse, you know, at all. But we did, you know, we actually did. And I'm really, really proud of that. So yeah, sorry about the gush, guys. I really had to sort of share this achievement because I didn't have anyone else to share it with. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching another video of Star Equestrian. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm super sorry it's short today. I already did my photo contest earlier today. I didn't realize I was actually going to film. So yeah, that's going to happen in next week's video, I guess. I'm so sorry. I know some of you guys love seeing my photo contest voting things, but I literally don't have it on today's video. I promise I'll save it next time. Okay. So yeah, I'm sorry guys. This was a Dasha problem. But anyways, as always, if you enjoy my Star Equestrian content, do leave a like on this video so I know that you enjoyed it. And if you're new to the channel, hi there guys. My name is Dashabella. I'm a virtual equestrian VTuber and I play a whole bunch of horse games on my YouTube channel. So if you enjoy horse games as much as I do, then definitely give the channel a subscribe to get future notifications for all of my future uploads. But that's going to be it for today. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.